Let's talk about Zachary Benton self, who actually went to jail for 84 days after stalking Lana Del Rey. Reports write that a 19-year-old Kansas man was sentenced to 84 days in jail after pleading no contest. Zachary Benton self of Overland Park, Kansas, was also sentenced to 5 years probation and is now subject to a 10-year protective order banning him from making any contact with Lana. Now, at the time of this reporting, Zach had been in custody since December 1st with a $200,000 bail. It looks like construction workers at Lana's Malibu home spotted him and reported it. Now, Zachary was stalking Lana on social media beginning November 2nd until his arrest, so actually about a month. Zachary broadcasted his devotion to Lana on Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat, then, without telling anyone, left Kansas in November to go to Lana's house in Malibu. Not him making the pilgrimage from Kansas to Malibu and sought of Lana Del Rey's love. Now his way to Lana's heart was actually through a burglary. Austin, one of Zachary's close friends, gave a statement to BuzzFeed News that he was a normal guy until one day he started rambling about how he had been touched by God and suddenly he knew how the universe worked. I mean, I don't know what kind of drugs he's on, but I don't want anything like that. He said he can control fire and make people do things against their will. It's also when he started talking about Lana Del Rey, saying that she was leaving him subtle messages in her music and on social media. He changed his About section on Facebook to say engaged to heaven on earth with Lana Del Rey. He meticulously analyzed her social media and would tell Austin, his buddy, how the singer's messages were directed at him because of their spiritual connection. No. On November 28th, Zachary posted a message on Facebook with a map of the border between Nevada and California, saying, "So close." The next day, he began to post a photo of a book, The Satanic Witch, from inside Lana Del Rey's garage with the caption, "Thanks for leaving me a good read at the crib. That's my witch." Well, that's kind of scary that she has that. Now, it was November 30th when construction workers reportedly saw him at her Malibu home, which was undergoing renovations. By the time police arrived, he had run off. However, in his rush to escape, he left his computer and all the notes about his devotion to Lana. After he ran away, he didn't get far. He got to a Starbucks and he was arrested, thankfully.
Lana Del Rey's stalker has been sentenced to 84 days in jail. 19-year-old Zachary Self broke into the singer's house in Malibu, California back in November while Lana was out of town, but managed to escape before the cops arrived. Savvy police officers tracked Zachary down due to a laptop and notebook he left behind in Lana's garage, where he had apparently been camping out. In the notebook, Zachary professed his love for the summertime sadness singer, and he also cyberstalked Lana on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Zachary blamed the influence of hallucinogens for his behaviour and is said to suffer from bipolar disorder. The teenager pleaded no contest to the charges and was sentenced to 5 years probation and a year in a residential program. He was also ordered to stay away from Lana for the next 10 years.
This person commented, "This is all the symptoms of onset schizophrenia. He should be getting help and not in jail." Which, 84 days isn't too long. Maybe it's enough time for him to recover from the hallucinogens, but I don't know. I'm not trained in this, so don't take my opinion. Now, Zachary ended up posting an apology on Reddit, assuming it's coming from him, and I'm not going to read it in verbatim, but he wrote, "Important. I was completely out of my mind on LSD. I wasn't myself. I know what I did was wrong, and I wish I could apologize to her." He said he was taking a lot of LSD, about twice a week, sometimes more. He claims he watched Lana Del Rey's music video for High on the Beach, which I guess he was high, but he was not on the beach. He was in Kansas and he felt determined to get there. He said he sold all of his stuff and he took a train. He found the house she made a music video at on Google Maps easily. He said, "I knew she probably wouldn't be home, but I knocked a few times and after about an hour, I left." He admits that he felt like he was out of his mind then, he was not well, and at least he's taking accountability because it makes it seem like he won't do it again. Just stay away from that LSD. Let's move on to our next stalker, and a trigger warning, this gets very cryptic. Oh, hell no. You know it's going to be a bad one if the headline starts with a Florida man charged with stalking. Oh no. I heard you call me through your songs, he said. Michael Hunt, 43 years old, is actually convinced that Miss Lana Del Rey is his wife. He was arrested a block away from the Amway Center, and when it looks like Lana was on her moon tour, and he had a knife and 2 tickets with him. What are you trying to do with that knife, Michael? Police said that somebody called in a tip earlier that day that Michael would try to kidnap Lana. Though it's not clear how the tipster learned about the threat, Michael had been leaving hints on his Facebook page. Now, he was arrested, not to spoil everything, but thank God he was. And during the hearing, when they were going over the charges, they read a Facebook post that reads, "Our queen forever in both worlds. I love you so much, Lana. I can't wait to be back in your arms in a few days, baby. I hear you singing. I miss you, baby. I miss you so much, Lana," saying, "Lana and I will be together. I will likely be going on the rest of her tour with her." Wow. This man is sick. He's somehow convinced that he and Lana Del Rey are just a perfect match, that they have some deep soul connection, and she has no idea who this guy is. He said, "I want to see my queen on Friday, and from that day forward, our decisions will be as one." On a post on Facebook, he commented, "I'm leaving on Friday. I'm around here for a couple days. I have to meet with my wife on Friday when she's here on concert, and then you'll probably never see me again. I'm around here in Brandon. I'll be gone in a couple days, though." Okay, Brandon. Who's Brandon? You can kind of see the lead up to when he's planning on going to this concert, and he actually posted a video of himself. So let's go ahead and check those out.
When me and Lana get together, I'm going to probably finish out her tour with her, obviously, and dance and talk, figure out, what we're going to do within what we can do with the children. That's what I'm here about now. I'm going to have a son, Donnie. I'm going to be here about children. I'm going to be about what we can do to better their future and make it a better life for us all together as a whole. No one person, no one divine anything can change this chaotic mess. There's no all I hold is a very powerful light force within me. There is no way that any one person can fix this.
Okay, so what are we fixing? And the light source? Please, it sounds like he's on the same stuff that the Zachary's on. While Michael made it 80 miles from Riverview to just outside the concert, he came into contact with police. Michael faces a felony charge of aggravated stalking. He was being held in the Orange County Jail on no bond. So Michael made the 80-mile trip from Riverview to outside the concert when he came into contact with police. Reports write that OPD officers came into contact with Michael at Huey Avenue and Central Boulevard on Friday evening. When he was taken into custody, he was in possession of tickets to Lana Del Rey's performance and a knife. At no time was he able to make contact with Lana. Lana Del Rey did not like seeing these messages. Police showed her the post and she was in fear. Of course, Michael tried to play it off, saying that these posts mean nothing, but that's pretty hard to explain away.
And this is what I mean when I say boundaries. Lana has already had to deal with so many crazy fans. That same weekend in Orlando, a man was arrested for threatening to kidnap her. And it's not just Lana. We've seen incidents like this take a serious toll on celebrities. Respect their boundaries.
He said there's nothing in there that was derogatory or mean. Nothing that said I was going to harm anybody. Did I want to see her? Yes. Did I admit that to you? Do I care for her? Yes. Do I know her? No. I only know her from her songs. And yeah, let's stick to that. He claims he only went to go deliver some paintings that he had done for the singer. The judge found probable cause for a stalking charge, but not for a charge of attempted kidnapping, so he got away easy on that one. Michael has had his past. Since 1991, he's served 5 stints in state prison for burglary, motor vehicle theft, forgery, and drug possession. More recently arrested for possession of hash oil and cocaine. So yeah, I don't think you're Lana's type. I mean, is he? I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, this is sad because not only is this man dangerous to Lana Del Rey, but to himself, and he's clearly mentally ill. Take a look at this clip.
It's a serious charge. You can elect to represent.
The lady doesn't know me. How could it possibly be a serious charge if me and her has never met each other?
Now, Lana did subtly reply to this situation by putting out on Twitter that she's doing fine. And she said, yes, she will be in concert the next day. Work does not stop, and that's great for her, but I would be super scared too. Especially if they did like meet and greets, imagine. Lana did end up directly confronting the situation, posting a screenshot of an article saying, if you bring weapons to the show with plans to use them, you're posting about it. The police will probably know about it before I do, like they did in Orlando. I'm just saying bringing weapons into the mix is on another level, and I can't agree enough. She also addressed the incident in concert in Atlanta, and I want you guys to hear Lana with her own words.
I really wanted to be here with you guys tonight, and actually I was feeling totally fine, and then it just got, I don't know, a little bit nervous. You know, you can't let like one person stop you from doing your favorite things.
Moving on to our next nightmare, we've got two fans that were after Lana. TMZ reports that Lana is in fear for her life, claiming a couple of Russian fangirls are so obsessed with her she's afraid they're going to kill her. I don't understand being such a fan that you want to harm somebody. She filed restraining orders against Natalia and Julia, claiming the two are fanatic stalkers who have hunted her down, screaming at her in public and even threatened her. These two are Russian girls, and they have put rambling letters in her mailbox threatening to take their life and other violence. Lana says things got so bad she had to move, but the girls found her new place and resumed sleeping outside her house and screaming her name in the middle of the night. Lana claims that she's afraid the girls will kill her, and she's also hired a full-time bodyguard and an off-duty LAPD cop for protection. A judge did grant the restraining orders, and the girls have to stay 100 yards away from Lana, thankfully. But the problem with stalking and the punishments is that the punishment is pretty much a piece of paper. Do you think someone who's mentally sane is going to listen to an order from a judge? Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.